So we've got JD, Mark, Chad, Justin, Skylar, and Brandon behind the scenes. And this, ladies and gentlemen, Retireholics.
That is very
That was awesome.
welcome.
I clap for myself most of the time. Makes me feel good.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Retireholics. You guys all know where we're coming at you from, live here in Hawaii on the island of Oahu. Give me a round of applause for that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because when I got the phone call that a industry conference wanted the Retireholics to perform their show, and they told me it was in Hawaii, my first thought was, suckers.
What is happening?
Like, yeah, we'll come. So we're pretty excited to be here. And then when they dropped the bomb on me that our guest was going to be this living legend, this freaking icon of the industry, that was all the much better. So we've got a really special guest. I'm sure you guys
We're not
all
actually worthy of the guest.
No.
by the
It
way.
took me about 3 weeks to get over the hives that I got from my excitement when we heard Sal was going to be on.
not worthy at all. Believe it or not, we have done this show. You guys help me out. We have done live on-stage shows now in San Francisco, L.A.,
Chicago.
San Diego, Chicago,
Nashville,
Portland,
Portland.
D.C.,
Dallas.
Las Vegas. This is we've gone all over the country to do this thing, but this is our favorite spot. We were all surfing out there together,
I've never been here in my life, so.
and Mark wasn't happy to be drug out into the water, but he
You did
his
great.
best,
You did
so-
awesome.
I surfed.
And you lived to talk about
I'm
it.
still here.
I want to introduce our guest, but before I do that, I was looking at the name of this event, and as far as I can tell, the event is called the Hawaii Seminar, and I thought
Real original.
that's not a very creative name. I imagined our guest Sal back working on his EOB, his ERISA outline book, and someone poking their head in the room and going, "Hey, Sal, that seminar you want to do, we're doing in Hawaii. What do you want to call it?" And he was busy, and he looked at them and he goes, "I don't know. Hawaii Seminar. Call it the Hawaii Seminar." But not good branding.
And here we are.
Might have seen better.
It's
However-
stuck.
However, his website name, have you seen that?
No.
Yeah.
It's Cyber
Yeah, we
Rissa.
researched.
That's freaking awesome. Cyber Rissa? That's the best 401k retirement plan website name I've seen, period, bar none. Am I wrong?
Is it
No,
better
you're
than
You're
Plan
not
Design
right.
Consultants? Like, that's as original as
It is.
Hawaii
Plan
Seminar.
design.
With that, please give a warm welcome to, like I said earlier, a living legend, an icon in retirement plans, Sal Tripodi. Get your butt up here. Clearly, he gets much more applause than the Retireholics.
We're not
introduction.
worthy. We're not worthy.
Look at this. He's in.
Hey,
by the way-
how's that? He's going in.
By the way,
right now. Look at that.
this is the first time in the
Not
history of our
afraid.
show that we have audience in front and behind. So we can't forget about the crew behind us, okay? Sorry for the backs. So
It's my best side, though.
that's true.
Before we get started, I want to teach you a little bit about what we do here, okay? Are you nervous at all? Well, first you got to grab your mic.
Yeah,
There is a mic behind
What's
you.
wrong with you?
He's really
A
nervous.
rookie. I thought this guy's been speaking for decades. This is totally different. I think you're good to go. We hold these things up to
All
our,
right,
our
all right.
mouths here and speak in them.
Cyber for sale, you know.
Cyber for sale? I'll
JD
throw
loves buying things.
I just won $4 billion from Jania Stout, so I can buy it. We have a beer of the episode, which we're going to dive into, and Chad's
He's
gonna,
not interested in beer. I'm just going to say it right now.
That's
He's got his own hard alcohol.
I do like beer.
We have a beer of the
Yes.
episode.
Yeah.
You drink it at your leisure.
Okay.
But we also have something called the prohibitive word. Okay? And this, Fred Reich named it the prohibited word. We originally just called it the penalty word.
Word of the episode.
Fred
Again, very
Reich
creative.
did name it, but I just want to make sure I clarify. The prohibitive word is brought to you by 401k Fridays, the podcast that cares. Carry on.
Okay, what Mark is referring to is that robe he's wearing. Don't ask me why he wears robes on the show, but he does. Is open for sponsorship. So
A lot of space here.
on
Empty
that
space.
white
yeah.
robe.
401k Fridays
It's
is
a
on there,
lot of
but
space.
Mark is imagining like kind of a NASCAR theme. like T. Rowe Price, Voya, on his robe. So if any of you are out there,
They are not ever going to approve their logos on here.
well, you just got to pay the bucks, Tristan.
Don't just say
you got to
it.
pay the
Do
big
it.
bucks.
He's good for it.
Do
Good
it.
for it. Got to pay the big bucks. So
Very cheap.
the prohibitive word works. I'm going to name 2 words right now. If you or any of us say that word at any time during this show, you have to drink from the rum in front of you.
Okay.
This is not equivalent to one mistake. There's about 4 or 5 mistakes in here. So you just take a
plan it
little
that way.
sippy. You don't need to
plan it that way.
down the whole thing.
Okay.
Unless that's what you're feeling, we can fill
Which
it up
seems
for
like
you.
he's already on the way to be able to
And
do
the
that.
2 words today will be, I can say them now, taxation,
Any form
any
of
form
tax.
of, yes,
Tax,
any form.
taxes,
Oh,
taxation,
that's-
Okay.
Is that a good
Okay.
one for you? You
taxable.
like that word? And the other word is plan.
So this is a drinking.
It's a drinking game in some ways.
We're kind of veterans at this. I feel like, actually, I screw it up all the time.
Say tax hurt us
Chad, why
last
don't you
time.
talk to us about the beer of the episode, and then we'll get started.
Beer of the episode is brought to you by Big Island Brewhaus.
Yep.
Overboard IPA. I'll read you one hint from the
Sounds
side.
like an episode of Price is Right.
Wrong, Bob. I love the description because it's all about surfing. Gives buoyant notes of tropical fruit, pine, and wildflower.
Sometimes instead of reading from the bottle, I would hope you'd come up with your own.
I
opinion
use
about the
it. I
beer.
haven't drank it yet. How can I give a description if I haven't?
All you
Remember,
ever
I
do
used to
is phone
research
it in
creative
and read
words.
from the side of the bottle. All right, we're gonna kick right in. You ready to talk some retirement?
I'm ready.
All
Hey,
right, so-
Justin, have you said anything yet?
Yes, I'm saying something.
Yeah.
right
Oh,
now.
Way to
sorry.
go.
Thank you.
Jeez.
Go. Let them
If
know.
any of you have any questions you want us to
Thank you. Put it a little closer.
ask Sal, do we have the phone number out to them?
Yeah, if you go to retireholics.com on your little smartphones,
Right now.
just open up the
Little-
browser. There'll be a phone number there at the top. It's actually Justin's phone number. And you can text
Spread
him
it.
from the audience. So if you have any questions for Sal, Justin can
Or
field them.
just questions for Justin in
Anything.
general.
yeah, or anything.
Please keep them
I like
clean.
how you completely took over
No.
my whole piece here, but no, it's done.
We didn't know where the number was, so I was letting them know.
Good point.
If you know anything about Sal that's embarrassing, you can text that to Justin. We'll take that as well.
Oh, wait a
Guaranteed
minute
read.
now.
anything at all. Skylar,
Yes.
I put a post on LinkedIn and we asked people, what should we ask Sal? Let's grab a couple from LinkedIn and we'll ask
Okay.
Sal.
Do we want to do this in like question after question or just one question?
We
answer,
talked
one question,
about this
answer?
before
Question
the show.
and answer. Where were you during the prep?
Yeah.
You were
Sorry,
drunk
guys,
again,
I was
I
weren't
think
you?
a question
getting you
followed by
booze.
an answer would be
Okay,
the
Stares at
standard
the
way to go.
ocean.
Okay.
That's just what he does.
From Mickey Sakata, I'd love to get his advice on how we can best bring up the next generation, in parentheses, kids in school today, to appreciate saving money for retirement early. It's a concept so far away chronologically for them, yet they're the ones sitting on a gold mine if they simply start saving in their 20s.
As if they start early.
They
So
start. they
how do
start
we help
earlier.
the youth
been a
figure
long
out
time
this
battle.
whole-
Well, this question's been around since I was youth, but which is a long time ago,
Did you start saving?
and I didn't. I mean, really, I don't think the boomers really saved much at all for a long time. I actually think, at least if my daughters are any indication, they both are saving. I think there's a lot of people in that age group, Wait, or you could just do that.
Here, yeah.
Yeah, who are in that age group that I think have kind of figured out that they're much more on their own than I think the perception was 30 years ago. I think maybe they overstayed how little there'll be of Social Security. I think there'll be some there, but it'll probably be different. It'll change. So I think the key is that I think the key is well, first of all, it wouldn't hurt to have some people of similar age out there to discuss these
That's a good
rules.
point. That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I think, getting more. I think getting more financial literacy out there, because when you say they think it's too early, they don't have to start. I don't think that they necessarily understand what can be gained by starting early. I think also doing like having more kind of gamification of the way we approach this.
Good one. Good one.
Good, huh?
Pretty sharp for an old guy.
Okay, boomer. Okay.
You just called it boomer.
Someone say okay, boomer.
Boomer.
Sal just said okay, boomer.
Called
Yeah,
himself out.
that's my answer.
Very good. You know what? That's a solid answer. I was going to chime in, but screw me. Let's go to the next one.
Okay, next
Wait,
question.
hold on. I have
Got more.
a point to
Mark
make
said
there.
it.
I'm just curious because I'm sitting right next to you and I don't feel worthy of that. But a lot of what I think is it comes down to accessibility, right? Like when we say saving, right? Could that just be putting it in under your pillow as a
Good
kid,
questions
right?
out there.
Right.
Or
Your
are
texts
we
are
talking
coming in.
specifically about the fact that retirement plans?
Katie's on top of it.
Very good.
Aren't
Love that.
accessible for everyone at a younger age.
But using the word accessible kind of triggered something because you know what we really can do to help them?
Please don't get triggered.
We should be paying them better for the jobs that they have so they can get.
Well, that's
Savings.
a whole nother issue.
That's a whole nother can of worms.
This is getting good. This is getting good.
All right, so real quick here.
Justin, Sal, we got
This isn't really a question.
text
It's
from
more
the
of a
audience.
comment. Sal did not get his first tattoo until he was catch-up eligible age. And he smoked his first joint before the statutory maximum eligibility age.
Oh, I told you to just do the
Where's your
first
tattoo?
Wow.
Where's your tattoo?
Who wrote this?
We have no idea.
Do we want to ask Sal where
By
that
the way,
tattoo
when you do
is?
text us,
Yeah.
now we do have your number. You will be getting some advertisements from us occasionally. Things like that.
Do you have ERISA tattooed across your back?
I do not. I have, well,
You're
actually,
missing out on something
for
big.
years, I tried to convince my wife to call one of our daughters ERISA, but that did not work.
Really?
Okay. Yes.
I'm not sure how
I
I
thought that
feel
would have been
about that.
great.
Skylar, next question.
Okay. From Jimmy Masters. What is his opinion of the recent Morningstar study indicating that more fund options being offered on a 401k menu leads to higher savings versus Boston College study from some years back and other subsequent studies indicating that bigger menu is not better, specifically the infamous JAM study?
When you read that, I get
That was
as
a lot of
confused
words.
when I hear
Somebody-
Frederick
big words.
talk regulatory stuff.
Simplify.
But they're
He's
saying
just
that
saying-
more options are better.
There's a
Correct.
new study that came out
That
that
surprises
actually
me.
goes
Study.
That's a
counterculture.
lie.
That's I can't
a
believe
lie.
that's
That's
true.
a lie.
I can't believe that's true. I think there might be. There definitely is a point that there's just too much choice.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree.
It's the jam jar analogy, right? In the grocery store, all the jam at
Yeah,
the
but
front
that
when
was-
they had
that
too many
was
out there and
10
nobody
years
touched them.
ago. This
That's
is something
the
new.
worst analogy you could say.
That was the actual
Cereal, dude.
study.
Cereal. There's way
No,
too
the
many
actual
options.
study was jam,
And
though.
cereal's delicious.
Chad's right. The study was jam. Cereal might have been better.
not hard
so you're
to
just
pick
saying
out
you call
jam.
BS on that, whatever the
I
study
kind
is.
of do. I mean, I even had a teller at the bank tell me that she wasn't in her 401k plan because she couldn't make up.
You said the
P word.
PLAN.
Prohibitive.
Sal. Okay, boomer.
Did I say?
All right,
That's the
Skylar,
plan.
hit us up with one more, yeah?
All right,
Okay.
the last one. From Shannon Edwards.
Oh, I know her.
Shannon's
What
awesome.
would compliance consulting firms do?
Formerly known as TPAs.
Fourth party administrator.
Yes.
That's what she means. She doesn't like TPA. I'll talk to you
Okay.
later
Yeah.
about it.
To reinvent themselves as the market changes with the creation of open MEPs and other threats so that they offer value.
How many TPAs do we have out there? By applause. What are these guys going to do
Right,
with this
I'm-
whole open MEP shit that's coming on? What are we going to do? That's a technical term.
That's
very
the
technical.
occasional.
Well, I guess it's going to depend on who ends up offering these open maps, but I still think
What does MEP stand for?
a MEP is a multiple employer plan.
Good bait, Mark. Good bait.
Walked right into that.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought that would be too simple
I
for
just
him.
outsmarted the smartest man I know.
He writes books that are this thick, but he falls for that.
And
trap.
I'm wearing a robe on stage.
Tax.
You must like it.
Plan.
Tax.
Tax. Feel like we need to try it now.
That's what a veteran does on this
This
show.
is
When you
gonna
do
get
it because
bad.
you want
No,
to.
that's why I had said
Ball.
MEP, because I didn't want to say that word. Anyway.
What word?
Do you remember the question?
That word. So I still think that the TPAs, the consultants, you're going to be able to offer arrangements that are more tailored to companies and addressing the needs they have in terms of the extent of coverage, using your tools with discrimination testing, I don't think are going to be available in a lot of these big open MEPs.
So you're just saying it's the classic
I think
answer.
yeah.
It's the expertise.
TPA is going
It's
to
the
have
expertise.
customization, expertise. I kind of feel the same way. I also feel as though it will still be a sales and marketing world. Like you still, by the way, this is my sales team. And so they're still going to go out and knock on doors and win new business. And you're always up against competition of all kinds of things.
Great question.
Working on it.
Heard that.
Are you
What
applying
about
for
the
a
women?
job?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Please
This is-
don't.
You,
'cause you'll
but
take
you're
mine.
hired.
This definitely is a sausage fest up here.
That rum got up there
Wow.
quickly.
That's a Retireholics all-time comment there. Sausage fest.
Sal, I'll add, I asked JD this question. I think with the emergence of the MEP, that it will probably go back to a consulting world. I think
Yeah.
many of us have transitioned from that over the years, where we're, for lack of a better term, selling plans. I hate to say it. I do hate to say it.
Yeah.
That was a plural? That's two.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
And we'll get back to sitting down and consulting with clients
Right.
that already have an open MEP with another provider, but they need our expertise. So we become
Yeah.
true build consultants again.
So, we're going to talk about the Secure Act briefly, but if the Secure Act passes, the MEP would be available to be sponsored by firms like yours. How many out there think that they would do that? Become sponsors of a MEP?
See, very little. TPAs are not sure about this stuff.
They've
yet.
stopped listening.
Or they're they're at
How's the
dinner.
raw bar
Sausage
back
fest,
there?
everyone's walking
Sure,
out.
put down your shrimp.
I know.
There's a baby in the audience.
Do you think you guys would do that?
See, I'm just like them.
Okay.
No, I kind of want to just fight against it, but maybe I should think about whether or not we should do it. Or...
Yeah.
Look, we're going to move on to a new
How's
segment.
the back of the audience doing? You guys good?
Back of the house.
You guys still listening?
Do you need drinks? Are you
Hey.
good?
The show's actually more exciting from back there.
Yeah. You're not asleep. That's good.
All right, we're going to move on.
Hold on, we
We're
got
gonna-
some
Ocean
questions
dives.
coming.
Okay.
I have
Oh,
to address.
all right.
The audience
All right.
that like to talk about
Okay.
your drug habits and other things.
Yeah.
All right, for Sal, what do you think about the effect of proliferation of the 401k on the actual well-being of Americans in retirement, specifically with the slow disappearance of employer pensions?
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Somebody buy that person a beer.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
see, my original.
That was not Giannis. I know that.
That's not.
There's no way. Where is that guy? There you are.
There's two of them out there, so we don't know what it is.
I worry that the move that the industry has made to the 401k probably isn't serving the best retirement interests of the public. So I think it's incumbent on all of you to make sure that at least you're designing 401ks with the idea that it really will build a meaningful retirement.
Yeah.
Let's hear it then.
All right, for Sal, how many M&Ms should a 62-year-old man hold, and what color is the best? From Sheila
Sheila
Dot.
Dots.
Oh, you actually gave your name.
Is
God.
that an inside joke?
It is kind of. It should always be the orange M&Ms,
Okay.
and any amount you can hold in one's hand is
Wait, what kind
perfect.
of M&M though? The plain? The
Oh, it's got to be the peanut.
Oh, peanut.
Yeah.
Wow, I was not expecting that from you, Sal.
Actually, this is a great kind of segue into our next.
Yeah, because this could
Really?
get rough for you, Sal.
Yes, we call this questions from the hat, but they're just going to come from his pocket, I guess.
And they're completely random.
By the way, this is Skylar over here. We call him Mustache Man, and he does not have that mustache because it's November. That stuff's there year round.
Wow.
It's been there for 2 years.
Yes.
My wife
Straight up
keeps asking
Magnum.
me if I'm-
All
He's
the time.
also Zac Efron's cousin.
Oh.
Okay, boomer.
That's a big plug there.
I'll take it.
That's true.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
You're
questions.
getting there.
Okay, rapid
Tristan's
fire
a
questions.
peanut gallery out there.
I can't grow a mustache. I'm just gonna say it.
You can?
No.
Wow.
Listen to
I
these.
look like
These
a
can get a
really
little weird.
big guy.
How many years do you think until the Retireholics are canceled?
This is quick fire.
Careful,
quick fire.
In
Fine.
dog years?
Next
At
question.
least you got at least 10 years ahead of you.
Oh,
Have you ever been intoxicated while riding the EOB?
get a glass of wine.
Actually, yes.
Yet there's no mistakes
Good
in
answer.
there.
Good answer.
That's a lot.
Always proof it in the morning, right?
Average thickness in inches of an EOB.
I'm sorry. Say what?
Average thickness of an
in
EOB
inches.
book.
Chad, you're right.
Oh God!
6 inches.
Is that the average?
Sounds about right.
Right?
We've got a signature on this
Yeah, I
one.
won't talk about
I
that.
know. Really, don't go there.
All right, Mount Rushmore of retirement. No, no.
Yeah,
Who's on
don't
it?
say the word.
Ooh.
Mount Rushmore of retirement.
PLANS.
No, you can't spell it. Take
Why no?
No, you can't. No.
Industry,
Loophole.
retirement, people, Mount Rushmore. Who are they?
Who's on
Who's
it?
on the mountain?
Wow.
Who's on the mountain?
Oh well.
Sal
Besides-
Tripodi.
Def-
Not the Retireholics. Don't answer the question.
Really?
just
Okay.
joking.
Okay. Let's.
Go quick, Sal.
Well,
who's on that,
clearly,
who's on that mountain?
Fred should be on there.
Fred.
So that's one.
Maybe Brian Graff.
Ooh.
Me.
Graph.
Yeah.
I'm not arguing with any of this
Tiger
yet.
Woods put himself on the President's Cup team, so put yourself.
Did
up
he?
there.
I'm going to
Yeah,
put
he
myself on a Time magazine.
There you go.
Never mind.
Are we looking for a fourth, right?
Yeah, we got one more.
Oh, there's a. I
We
got to
got
go
one
for.
more.
Come on, this is too
did.
hard.
it's not.
J.D. Carlson.
Ah. No. Paul Carson.
Dad's getting a shout out.
Oh, wait, no women there. Oh my God.
Oh goodness!
Oh.
I thought
All right.
for sure you'd go
All right.
Ted Bennett.
We're going to
Crash
do
and
an
burn.
all-woman show
Yes.
very soon.
For sure.
Straight up.
Okay.
I don't know who's going to take our place, but we're going to do it.
Yeah.
Best concert you've ever been to?
Well, let's see. Oh, geez.
That you remember.
No,
I know
I-
about your activities now.
No, you don't have to remember.
I'd say Traffic.
I don't even know who your band is.
Wait, hold on. This leads to the next question. How old is Sal?
I'm covered by Medicare.
RMD eligible?
No.
Wait, before the Secure Act or after the Secure Act passes?
My God.
By the way, that's
We
rude.
just all look old,
You
right?
are a Bronco fan, aren't you?
I am.
I'm a Raider fan, so.
Oh, my
That's
God.
why he's digging on you.
Yeah,
That's why
but
he's
they're
digging on
going
you.
to Vegas, so you can't
They're
be a
going to
Raiders
Vegas,
fan
and we're
anymore.
gonna
All right,
win the
I
Super
like
Bowl.
these. Keep them going.
Who is better in front of Congress, you or Mark Zuckerberg?
Oh, me.
Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. As Mr. Chairman noted in my introduction, I am Sal Tripodi, President-elect of the American Society of Professionals and
Has anybody
Sal, we
watched
all watched
Zuckerberg?
you in
He's
front of
terrible.
Congress the other night. It was
Zuckerberg's
Front of
fantastic.
terrible.
Congresses did. What was
I
that?
did
12 years
watch.
ago?
I was, I was there about 12,
Yeah,
10 years ago.
We do our research. I think it was
You
12.
do, really?
Okay.
We do no research.
Yeah, really. That I would believe.
Zero. I did. The only reason I know you're a
we're
Bronco fan is I stalked you on Instagram and I found you had a page.
Wait, Sal's on Instagram?
Yeah.
I am, of course.
He also
Everybody
found out what
follow
happened.
me.
Okay.
Go ahead.
When it comes to your toilet paper, do you crinkle or fold?
Fold.
Oh,
Okay. Seems.
Hey,
Confident.
by the
Can I
way, our
ask you-
last
can I
guest
ask
said
him a-
no rightful human being folds, and I had to fight with
Can
him.
I ask you
What?
an impromptu question that's kind of tied to
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
I have a bidet in my hotel.
Oh,
room.
God, me too.
Do you?
It's disgusting.
I totally disagree with you. I love it.
I hate
Of course you do.
And I take the power up to 5 out of
You
5.
do? Really?
Oh my God.
Oh, my God.
It's awesome.
How long did you sit there last night?
I spend way more time in the bathroom.
Hey, the timeline before
Just saying, if
Retireholics
you have-
ends
Your
is
son's
coming
always
down
in
quickly.
there.
Try it.
last one. Top 3 ERISA attorneys of all time.
Oh, shit. I can't answer that question. I
Dude,
don't
maybe
know.
top 2.
Top 3 ERISA
Sheldon
attorneys.
Smith,
Oh, okay.
Fred Reish,
You better say you.
You're
and
a Reish fan.
sure, I'll put myself in there.
Sweet.
Yeah, there it is.
There we
Boom.
go.
Sorry,
Like a boss.
Thomas Clark, Jason Roberts, Mark Wagner. You
boss.
suck.
I want to get
Sorry,
through
Thomas Clark.
these. So we got some more coming in.
Oh, from
Oh,
the
wow.
audience.
If you could have only one wish granted about the 401k regulations, what would it be and why?
Ooh.
All right, I like that. I like that.
Oh, to actually repeal most of them.
Make them simpler.
They need
Yeah.
they need to give people the benefit of the doubt that they can just interpret the statute in a reasonable way.
Says the guy who writes the massive novels.
Well,
about
I
all.
don't
like
write.
How to interpret.
I don't write it anymore.
Can
though.
I stop there too and tell
What?
what a genius businessman you are?
Why?
Because you decided to like write a book that everyone had to buy it all over again the next
Every year.
That's genius.
That's creating your own annuity.
Right? I want to talk to you later about the finances behind all that, because I was like, that's really cool. I'm going to write a book, buy my book, and then buy it again next year. I'm going to write some more shit in it.
Justin already researched his speaking engagement costs too. So
Yeah, and I found out I'm in the wrong business.
Oh, yeah?
Justin, you've got to build up your acumen for a while
All right.
before you can start
You
charging.
need to speak once in a while.
Let's,
Hey, I've been speaking.
let's go quick
talk
to the
enough for all of
final
us.
final subject. Let's talk Secure Act. I know maybe it's kind of fizzling or dying
Yeah.
or whatnot. I got really excited about that whole $5,000 credit thing. I thought like,
Oh,
wow,
really?
that's gonna be
what
cool.
got you?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you excited about?
It doesn't take a lot.
He's a long ways away from 70 and a
See
half
that?
being
Okay,
an issue.
that's good.
Kinda
That's
feel
good.
offended, are you?
Increasing the employer economic incentive. That's good.
Yes.
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 I don't know what to think about whether this has much chance. I feel like Congress is preoccupied right now, but there's always things that they'll get passed towards the end of the year. This could easily get thrown in there. So I think you definitely have to, even if they don't pass this now, next year they're going to revisit this thing about open MEPs. I think you guys should not assume that that's dead, even if this doesn't get passed this year. That's going to come. I think the thing that maybe the geeks are most excited about in terms of testing is the expansion of the safe harbor rules that they're proposing to allow you to forget about annual safe harbor notices. Well, no, just for non-elective contribution. But also not have it to even do a notice at the beginning of the year. Like any time during the year, you could decide to become a non-elective safe harbor plan.
I like that.
And they even let you do it up to the due date of the return
Hey, yo.
if you would go to 4% for that year instead of 3%.
Can I give a
I didn't
shout out for the
catch
new
that.
hardship rules? That stuff's dope. You don't like that?
Well, what I don't like about the hardship rules is they're effective January 1st. It doesn't matter what your plan year is. So I hope you're all ready for this, especially the employee representation requirement. That's something that a lot of plans are not currently doing.
That was a P word. Mark, that's your rum you just handed him.
I got mine. I don't have much.
Not very much.
Can we get some rum for this guy?
Refills.
All right, real quick.
He's done.
I wanna get
He's
through
done.
Go ahead.
Everybody in the audience. So, Giannis, I can't ask that other question. But,
Whoa.
Giannis
Yeah,
is
you
texting.
can.
Giannis is always inappropriate.
all right.
Giannis.
So, what's your opinion on seeing a 316 or a 338 and one provider in an open MEP?
Producing TPA doing both sides, 316.
Yeah, I would prefer that they not be the same. I don't think the
Right.
proposed law is going to require that, though.
Justin,
So
I think you
I
said
think
the
it will
P
be
word.
possible to do it all as one. But
What they asked, what do you think of it?
what do I don't like that it would be the same person. I think, again, you're increasing the chances of abuse.
I kind of feel like 316 should be separate. Sorry if you disagree, from TPA anyways. I think all those things should be siloed. That's the whole point of
Agreed.
it. But that's just my personal
you on
opinion.
that, I
I know.
don't think.
Well, screw them. I don't care.
I
I'm
love
here to make
debates.
them happy. I came here to drink free beer and hang out with you, bro.
Boom.
Anything else?
Yeah, we got one.
right,
how
one
did you
other from the
first
audience.
Get involved in the 401. I don't know who this is too.
That's a
401k
good
industry.
question.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, that was
Giannis,
How did I
sent
first
a
get involved?
question with the words in there.
How did you
Please.
first get involved
Well,
in the 401k industry?
That was completely by accident. I got rejected from 30 law firms coming out of law school. I had wallpapered my kitchen with my rejection letters. And
That'll drive
seriously.
you.
And I got called by the IRS to work in their employee plans division. It's totally
You
unplanned.
just said the word.
That was a P word.
That's good. That's great.
If anybody
All
needs
right.
Sal tonight, he'll be laying on the ground somewhere in the hotel lobby.
floating in the ocean.
All right, everybody. A lot of these conferences have asked us to do 60-minute shows, an hour and 15-minute. Thank God today
It was a half
we're only going to. Oh,
hour.
thanks, buddy. Let's
looking
mention
out for
our sponsors that I forgot to mention.
401k Fridays.
Sal, today's
podcast that
event has
cares.
been brought to you by some of the 4 coolest companies in the
They are
business.
cool.
I'll take
Pension
your pocket
Pro,
beer.
Millennium Trust, Pen Checks, And I forgot the last one. It's Giannis is coming. I can't remember for me.
I don't know.
Spectrum, pension,
Spectrum,
something
who's
like
that?
that. Oh,
Spectrum.
Those guys. I never heard of Spectrum.
Who are
but
they?
Apparently they do all right. So those are our sponsors, and we appreciate it. And we also appreciate the
You want my pocket beer?
Hawaii seminar.
Yes.
The Hawaii seminar.
For asking us out here. I know you have a cooler name for it. It should be called the Sal Tripodi ERISA update. Much better. And
That's
you know
a
you use
cider
that.
mark.
Now, let's clear,
Taxation plan.
hey, let's clear for the record. You're not coming back to speak at this event. This is the 20th annual. It's your final one.
That is
However,
correct.
Wait,
However-
if the Raiders beat the Broncos, you have to come back.
Ooh. If?
It's not really a question if we will.
Well, you know, we are finishing the season together in Denver.
Together.
December 29th.
Yeah. When we
You are
Sounds
not.
like a date.
Mark,
Actually,
Mark,
go ahead. The Raiders will come alive when they're in Las Vegas. They just don't appreciate Oakland.
we are alive right now.
this is Mark's dream. Mark
my
thinks
dream.
this is Sports Center. He
I
does this
know,
all the
really.
time. He wants to talk about
Don't all of you wish this was more like that?
We should be yelling.
What I want to talk about is the fact that
I like you too much.
can we clarify for the audience? You are not retiring.
Oh, thank you. I am
talk
not
about that.
retired. I'm
Bring it
not
up.
going away. I'm just not doing seminars
Praise
and
the
the
Lord.
outline book.
upset.
I don't want things that have lots of deadlines. I'm there to help you with your technical consulting issues.
Who's writing the EOB?
I'm here for you.
Yay and boo. They booing you
Hey,
because they're going to miss you from this kind of thing. But they
And don't forget, Brian Fergala is the perfect substitute for me. He is coming on.
Is Brian here?
Right, is Brian here? Brian, where are you? Come up.
Come up.
Brian, where are you?
Brian, we'll have you on in 4
Don't.
years.
All right.
Don't. Oh my God, is
Guy.
he missing this opportunity?
Yeah.
Okay,
There he is.
there he is.
Hey.
There he is.
Wow, this dude's young and handsome. And
Right, I used to be like
Wow.
that.
You are like the Sal Tripodi 2.0.
Yeah.
It
Come up and
is.
say hi. Say
We're
grab-
bringing back time. Here you go. Sit down. This is your seat now.
Sit on down.
Wow, this is excellent.
You're going to send us off, okay?
Gentlemen, my beer.
Yes.
The new EOB
Yes.
dude is right here. That's
No,
what I'm
no,
gonna
he's
call
not
him.
the new EOB dude.
That's
He's
what I
a
call him.
different EOB dude.
Oh.
He's the seminar dude.
Oh, sorry.
The
Okay.
Hawaii seminar dude. Okay.
Hawaii seminar. I'm getting this all screwed up. I just want to be clear for the record,
That's
for
right.
the audience here
Yes.
and on the
Yes.
internet.
Yeah.
This is all going out live to 3 people that are watching from their homes.
Not a
But
good
then
look.
we'll put it out later.
Maybe.
Sal is not retiring. He's not retiring, dude. He's just not doing this seminar thing anymore. So hit him up at CyberRISA and do
Which
this.
is for
All right.
sale.
We finish every show with a little saying.
Oh.
You've watched all the shows, so I'm sure you know what it is.
Yes, I have.
Put your beer up.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Give our boy over there a beer, the new Hawaii seminar guy. All right. We are the Retireholics. We are changing the retirement plan industry one beer at a time. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Now let's drink some freaking rum.
Yeah.